Well, moving on to the final topic for the NFL of the evening. David Hayes' Washington Commanders owner, Dan Snyder. An article came out earlier. Was it today or this weekend? I don't really know. But the commies are withholding ticket revenue sharing. Is that correct? Is that the right terms? Because I'm not real sure. I do know that the rule is that there is like a pot that 40% of the ticket revenue goes into that's shared with the league and split evenly amongst all the teams. Is that correct?
Dave, I'm gonna let you take this.
And for lack of an explanation, I'm gonna let Dave go a little bit further. But basically, they didn't share it. Dave, hit us with some details, big dog.
Oh man, I don't know anything about this. It's been a weekend, but I will say, thank God that Dan Snyder is such an idiot for everything that he has done. Whenever they're barely selling, probably 50% or however, they have so many empty seats. It's like, and you're not going to share your revenue. The one thing that the owners, they don't care about the sexual assault stuff. They don't care about the other stuff. But when you start taking money out of their pocket, that's when he's going to get outed.
Damn you!
So this is, another why are we even surprised moment from Dan Snyder. But I hope this is it. I hope the league finally does what they need to do.
Yeah, so just a little more detail, Frank. You're right. 40% of all ticket sales goes into a league-wide pool, and it is distributed among all NFL teams. It's your ticket sales when you travel to play a game at that stadium. And they did not turn that 40% over, which in turn means they were not accurately reporting the number of their ticket sales, because those kind of coincide. So they were saying less people were attending their games than there actually was, so that they could hide that revenue. Yeah, Dave nailed it on the head. He hasn't been allowed in the clubhouse since last July, I believe, right? His wife is technically running the team.
Yeah, she's technically the president.
Yeah, and at the league meetings last week, they voted to uphold that until all the investigations over sexual assault and everything was completed. But I think we're going to see some things expedite. I feel like some decisions will be coming swiftly.
Yeah, so
go ahead, Dave.
Just a quick stat here. So FedEx Field can seat 82,000, and per Statista.com, Washington averaged 52,000 fans last year.
And that sounds like a very reputable website, in case any listeners are questioning it. So that is legitimate.
Straight off Google. But this is from February 2002. So who knows if this is the baked stats or not. So, but
yeah.
It's just funny to hear that they're not sharing ticket revenues, and then you go on Twitter and see how like the sewage is falling on fans, and then the stands are breaking on the Eagles fans, and it's good, clean fun.
There comes a time when you run out of strikes if you're a prominent individual running an organization such as in the nation's capital, for God's sakes. There comes a time where you just lose your, ability to do the things that you're doing. Like, you shouldn't be able to own a team if you're not trying to win. If you're not trying to do whatever you can to help your team succeed overall, and if you're not withholding an image that that's set forth by leadership within that organization, you need to give it up. Like, you're just in it for the money. And I know it's a business, but it's not a business to 99.9% of the people that are involved. It's their livelihoods. So you're just playing around with their livelihoods. All that guy is doing, or all that guy, or whoever, the organization as a whole, all they've done is make it a non-destination spot for any player that wants to play football in the NFL. Why would you want to go play for Washington? There's so many things going wrong with that organization, and it's going to leak into the locker room somehow, some way, as a humongous distraction. And at that point, you're not doing your job as an owner to put forth the best product on the field. Therefore, you should not be able to own the team. If you're a manager of a McDonald's and you're not getting the job done, your ass is fired. If you own the McDonald's and it's not making money, they're going to close it down. You're going to have to sell it. And obviously, the Washington Commanders are not making money, or else they wouldn't be trying to hide the money that they're making. So that's my rant on stupid issues like that.
I love it.
I think it ruins professional sports, and that's why people don't like professional sports, is because it revolves around this right here.
Mm-hmm.
And now college athletics is being about the same. And you talk to the middle-aged male that watches sports and has all their lives, which, guys, we're creeping up on that middle age, by the way. Yeah. You talk to those guys that have watched, basketball since the 90s or the NFL since the 90s when we were born. They can tell you that it's just not the same. Back in my day, they kept saying. And I kind of understand it now. I'm becoming that grumpy old man that says, this is stupid. Why is this happening in today's time and age when you're blessed with the most gifted athletes to ever walk the face of the earth, and you're blowing it on stupid crap like this? And that's across all professional platforms. When you have the most athletically gifted individuals walking the face of the earth that have ever lived, it is impossible for you to mess that up. And somehow, some way, these leagues are screwing it up for everyone. That leads me to my next point. Why does the NBA suck?
Yes.
Why does it suck? I hate it. I love basketball. Why does the NBA suck?
To everybody listening right now, what you just heard was absolute broadcast gold. Okay, this guy is ESPN level host right here. I mean, absolutely smooth as silk. You can't write a transition better than that. And I know he was winging it because he doesn't take notes.